Come back and we're about to finish this video, actually this cash book. So we are now doing the CRJ. Right, so when looking at the CRJ, we are still looking at Vikela. You actually have the following information. You have the receipts, which is the cash received according to cash register. So this is the CRR. And then you have the duplicate of receipts issued. So remember, whenever you receive money from a customer or from a payee, you then issue out a receipt. What you then do with that money, you deposit it into the bank, the business bank account, which is why you also have duplicates of deposit slips. So you use these deposit slips to record your CRJ. Okay, so I'll be looking at this deposit slip, even the reference used to record the receipts is the deposit slip. So it's going to be BDS1/1 for these two receipts. And then for Msengi, which is a customer, I believe it's BDS1/2. And then for the last one, which is for the cash register roll, I believe. And for C Machingane, of which I think is a customer, it's going to be BDS1/3. Okay, without wasting any further time, let me go straight to the CRJ. Right, we all know the first thing we need to do is actually do the settings. So with the settings of the cash book, you need to switch off repeat description, as each and every transaction is unique. You need to tick text processing. It must be on inclusive. Increment reference, could be yes or no. Let me just say yes. Right. So I'm now starting to record my CRJ. So I'll be using the duplicate of deposit slips to record. So the first one is Ukatake N. It says Capitec Bank rent back 4,500. So I will then need to go to the receipts to see what was that for. So it says Katake N. This is the amount of money. It says for payment on account. So it means this is a customer and they are just paying off there, not paying off, but they are just making a payment on their account. So I'll actually use the dates on the deposit slip. I've noted that the date is actually wrong. It's supposed to be February instead of January. So I saw there was a mess when it comes to periods in this question paper. So it's supposed to be 1202, not 1201. It's supposed to be 1202, right? So it's obviously period 12, enter, the date is the 12th. It's a customer, so remember there's G, C, and S. So C stands for customer, and Uka Dake is a customer. So C, enter. Yes, it is a customer. And obviously we must use BDS1/1. The description is payment on account. It's obviously the amount is 4,500. There is no discount. We move still the same date. Now let us look at the second receipt is for 1,580. This one, it says bad debts previously written off. It means these are bad debts recovered. Obviously, it's from a customer, Uti Mahlangu. So it means these debts were previously written off. So it's still a customer. Let me just check. Oh, sorry, I'm not even supposed to use a customer here. I'm actually supposed to use a general ledger account called bad debts recovered. So it's bad debts recovered, not a customer. Instead, I'm supposed to use a general ledger account. So it's still 1/1. right? And then here it's I'm gonna write the name of the customer, T Mahlangu, T Mahlangu. Then I'm gonna say previously written off, previously written off. Obviously, with bad debts, you actually need to put the bad debts tax, which is number 4, bad debts, VAT. That's number 4 normally, but you need to actually click the drop down arrow to see where does it fall under. It could be number 5, it could be number 6, it could be anywhere, but you should need to just confirm 1580. Right, so I'm done with this deposit slip. Sorry, this one, it had 2 amounts. So now I'm on to the second one, of which here there's only 1 receipt. The deposit slip is on the 22nd. So let me just 22. Okay, let me check on the receipt. What is it for? Here it says settlement of balance on 1 February 2024. So let's just check. Let us just check. The first thing we need to check is, do we owe, or does this customer owe us any money from the take-on balances? It's not even there. It's not even there. So I believe it's part of the invoices that I've already done as we were. Yes, I'm saying. Okay, it's period 12. And then the date. So I'll be using my printed out version of the question paper. So the date is the first. Customer reference, there is none as I read the information. Number 8, stock sales, it doesn't give me any customer reference. As I was creating the customer, I actually did include the trade discount and the terms. Okay, so the first item was for Camo Triple face mask adults. That's 2. Second item is ice cooling microfiber adults. That was 5. And the third, it was 100 ml sanitizer. That's 4. Then it's delivery, standard delivery. Here is delivery. This is a same day delivery. And then, yeah, I think I need to choose the 2 to 3 days, not the same day delivery. Probably this is the standard. Right. Then it said for message for credit customers, new, it said new products arriving on 1 March 2024. Okay, I can then print. So it's 03, and then this is customer invoice. Obviously, this one is from saying. Okay, I think I can now deal with, right? So to do this payment, obviously I need the invoice amount. In this case, it's 2,300, right? It's the 2,322. Right. I do have a return. So here's a debit note. So I need to minus the return. Okay, there was no opening balance. So this is a negative. So you take the invoice minus the return. You then get the new invoice balance. After that, we need to get the discount. So let me just go see on the, so I'm checking on the bank statement whether we have this receipt. Here's BTS 1/2. So it's 1,211.86. That's the receipt. 1,211.86. Meaning the difference is the discount. So you take the new invoice amount minus the receipt, you then get the discount. Okay, let me do it this way. So this should be negative. Yeah, because remember this amount should be negative because you take the new invoice balance minus your discount to get your receipt. So when we are recording on the search, we're going to record these two. We're going to record the discount and the receipt. Right, so let us record. So it's a customer. It's saying. So yes, the reference is fine. It's BTS 1/1. Then we are going to say settlement of account. Right, it's 1,211.86. Remember, once you actually have a discount, you need to include the discount tax, which is standard rated. So it's 1, enter. And let me just check the amount for it discounts. It's 486 rand 50. 486, 50. Yeah. So we are done with the second deposit slip. So now we should go for the third deposit slip, and then we should be done with the CRJ. We should then move to the bank statement. So this is the third deposit slip, and it seems like this is a customer. Okay, I'm just gonna look at the. Oh yeah, it's on the same date. So I'll start with the amount, which is 3,087. So remember that amount comes from here the CRR. It's CRR1. Okay, so which is cash sales, cash register roll. So I'm going to start with that. I'm going to be starting with that amount. Okay, let me just confirm the date of the deposit slip. It's the 31st. So it's 31. Enter. Enter. Then it is C. Obviously, I'll be choosing cash customers or cash sales. Then it is one BTS. It is BTS 1/3. Then it says CRR1. Then these are cash sales. The amount, okay, let me just make use of this. And the amount here is actually 3,087.13. So there's no discounts. Obviously, these are cash sales. Now I'm going for the second, which is the last receipt. It's from Machi Ngane. Okay. So there, I'm just going to check what happened. It says full settlement of accounts. So once they say full settlement of accounts, I need to go straight to my take on balances to see is there any opening balance for such a customer. Right, there is no opening balance. So obviously for Machingane, opening balance is 0. Then I need to check for invoice. I need to check for the invoice. Obviously, these are credit. Yes, there is an invoice here. There is an invoice. So it's on the 10th. So I'm just going to quickly do that invoice. Obviously, there's no debit note. There's no return. Yes, sorry, credit note. So there is no return. Now let me check. Oh yeah, we do have a credit note, so I'm gonna do both here. I'm going to be doing both the supplier invoice, the customer invoice, and the credit note. So the third deposit slip is on the 31st. Oh, it's not valid. It's supposed to be 29. Yeah, guys, so there is no 31st on February, which is why we are supposed to do this deposit slip on the 29th. There is no 31st here. This is February and it ends on the 29th. So yeah, that's the mistake of the examiner. Right, so let me just do these two, which is customer invoice and yeah, customer invoice and the credit note. Okay, do I have a date? Yes, I do have the address 25, sorry, 1740. Right, obviously we choose period number 12 and the dates we cannot, oh, the dates we do have here, it's the 10th. There's no customer reference. Trade discount is 3.5. Terms are 20% within 20 days. Let me just check. Do we have such? Or within 7 days, sorry, 20% within 7 days. First item is KN and what mask? Do we have that? Yes, we do. Disposable. 5, 250 ml. Gel hand sanitizer. Third one is a 3-layer clock mask for adults. This is the first one. Quantity is 5. Protective face mask. I'm sure we're supposed to add this inventory, so let me just add it because I haven't done the suppliers. Yes, we are supposed to add, so let me just add it quickly. Right, and then it says code is PFS01. Then obviously it's a protective, right? And then it says units is each, and then it says key in cost price and selling price. So obviously the cost price is 60.75, and then we are supposed to calculate the selling price, so it's 60.75. So that's the 100%. And then the markup is 45, then making a selling price 145. So to get a selling price, you just take what you want over what you have times the amount. Oh, yeah, it's fine. Using a calculator, you could just take the 60.75 multiplied by 145%. Then you will get this 88.87. So it goes under prices 88, not 87. I think it was 09. Yeah, 88.09. Under prices exclusive. So yeah, now we do have that item. So we can now choose protective face mask. PF. Okay, just two things to fix. I need to make sure this is 1 and this is 1. So yes, this is a credit customer, so I'm supposed to write the message. New products arriving on 1 March 2024. Okay, and now I can print 04 customer invoice. Then in brackets, I'll say R match. Yeah. So I'll be able to identify. I then need to do the debit notes. So I need to do the credit note. Since these are customers, I then need to do the credit note. Okay, I need to choose the customer. The dates I will be getting is straight from the invoice. So let me go to my invoices and then I'll copy the dates as it is. Not the dates, the address. So this is the customer. So I'll be copying the address as it is. So I'm just gonna copy, go to my pastel, which is what you guys should do. Obviously, you're not gonna be copying by copying on the computer, but you will be copying from your printed out version of the invoice. So whenever I'm doing a return, I need to refer to the original. Yeah. So obviously I'm choosing period number 12. The date of the return is the 22nd. Original invoice, I need to key in the original invoice number, which I'll take from the original invoice. Here is the document number. So I'll take this document number as it is. Right. With the trade discount, it's here 3.5. 3.5. Then there are no terms here. So we actually returned a protective mask. It's 1. Just need to make sure this is 1, 2. Sorry, 7, enter, and then they said correct. 250 ml gel sanitizer, hand sanitizer. It's only 1. 7, enter. They said lid broken. So it's lid broken. I can then print this credit note. So it's 05 credit notes. Okay, so now I can finish off my CRJ. All right, so here, obviously, I'm back to my CRJ. Here, I'm doing a calculation for this customer. Okay, so we said, okay, this was just a calculation for him. So we said there's no opening balance. The invoice, here's the invoice. I think, yeah, it's this one. Here's the total amount. So this is the amount of the invoice. Then we need to less the return. So remember, we've done a credit note. So that total, we must less 4,735 rand 90 cents. Right. So to get the new invoice balance, you minus the 2. So we got the new invoice balance. So now we need to get the discount. So how do we get the discount? I go back to my invoice. Here are the terms. It says 20% within 7 days from period end. So if I pay before this date, then before the 7th of March, then we qualify for this 20%. So since we are making the payments on the 29th, so it's not even the 29th, according to the receipt, payment was made on the 25th of February, so meaning it's before the date. So we do qualify for that 20%. So to get the discount, obviously you're going to take the new invoice balance times it by 20%. I need this amount to be negative, so yeah. So meaning you're going to take this invoice balance minus the discount to get the new receipt from the customer, or to get the receipt from the customer. So this is the receipt from the customer, and this is the discount. So this is what we're going to record. The receipt, this is what we received, and this is the discount we allowed to this customer. Okay, it's still the same deposit slip. 1-3. Right, it's settlement of account. If I'm not mistaken, yes, it is settlement of account. And the amount, let me just recap, it's 1,182.98. 1,182.98. Remember, once you have a discount, you need to include the discount tax, just like when we were busy with CPJ. So 1, enter. Then it's 295.74. 295.74. Yes, so we are done with the deposit slips. So now we just need to go quickly. We just need to quickly go check on the bank statement. Underneath the bank statement, obviously we've dealt with bank charges. It says the direct deposit is from for additional capital. So here's this direct deposit, it's for capital. So remember, when we did the the CPJ, I wonder where my CPJ is. Okay, but the last reference I think was BS12/04. So I'm that with BS/05. Let me just confirm, because this was under BS/01, then this was BS/02, this was BS/03, and then here interest is from, okay. Yeah, so we're going to be starting from 04 now, because this is 1, 2, and 3. So doing the CRJ, we are starting at 04. Right, so it's the 29th. I have to record the amount for capital contribution. So it's capital. Doesn't look like we have one. So let me go check on the account structure. Okay, let me go quickly check the account structure. Do we have capital? Yes, we do. It's 5,100. All right, let me go back to, let me use the account 5,100, or it is share capital. Okay, it's fine. Yes, I will be using BD, not BDS. Actually, now it's bank statement 12/04. Because more valuables will go over. Right, so it's BS12/04. Then the amount is, I'm just checking for the amount we received from this direct deposit, 50,000. So there's no VAT involved. Right, and then I think this is the last one we are dealing with, which is the interest. So it's going to be, or they actually gave us an account. They said use account 2900. So let me just say 2900. Interest on current. So I think I need to modify this account. I don't know why it's not giving me an option to modify to 900. Modify. So I need to modify this to interest on current account. Save. Yeah. Then I can choose to 900. Yep. All right. Then I'm going to put the name of the bank, which is NetBank, and then interest on current. There is no VAT involved, but you can check. VAT is not charged on interest, but you can check here. Yes, interest paid and interest received. There is no VAT. So we then put the amount, which is, where is the amount? It's 3 45,67. I wonder what happened here. Oh, sorry. Here I made a mistake. It's supposed to be capital contribution. So it is supposed to be capital contribution. So here I'm gonna write the name of the payee, the payer, which is Yegana Boma. Then I'm gonna say capital contribution. Right? There's no VAT involved. Yeah, we are then done with the CRJ. So I'll be joining you next time to do the bank recon, and then I'll start with the memo. Or I'll start with the bank recon, the office memos, and then additional printouts. So 06. Okay, thank you till next time.